Essay question: The bank robbery. Essay begins. Like most people, if ever I think about bank robberies, what comes to my mind is a rather lurid picture of men armed with pistols or shotguns, faces covered with balaclavas or stocking masks, and cowering attendants with upraised arms eventually being forced to hand over the money. Perhaps a car chase, afterwards. And then, sooner or later, the capture of the criminals. After all, we are told that crime does not pay, aren't we? I had never expected to be the solitary eyewitness to a daring million-dollar bank robbery, but I was, and I lived to tell the tale, and it is a tale with an unhappy ending. The robber got clean away and is enjoying his ill-gotten gains. I often see him at the golf course on weekends, enjoying a round of golf with his friend, the police commissioner. I was just out of college, and I had started my first job as trainee accountant and auditor in a large financial corporation. Singapore is a major center of world business and finance, so you can be sure that I was excited to be so close to the action which regularly involved billion-dollar deals. I studied my colleagues and superiors closely, and I soon understood that the major financial transactions are carried out on the computer screen. It is a bit like the way we ordinary people use credit cards, no actual cash changes hands. One day, I needed to access a file for a routine inventory. My boss had the relevant software, and the account was on screen display when I went in to see him. He was on the phone, but he motioned me to wait, so I sat down, and idly looked at the display while he was finishing his conversation. "Right, Pang," he said as he put down the receiver. "I'll just finish this transfer transaction, then you can do your audit." And that was what happened. Only when I called up the relevant account on my own machine, I found that a $5 million transfer had been authorized by my boss into the account of a company I have never heard of. The original account holder was an international bank. To them, $5 million was lunch money, I suppose. I checked later to see who owned the company. Right. My boss. The golf buddy of the police commissioner. And what would you have done, in your first job? Daylight robbery.